However, there is a still higher, more sublime, and indeed unsurpassable manner in which Christ is present to his church. And this is the Eucharistic presence. Listen now. This presence is called real, right? The real presence, by which it is not intended to exclude all other types of presence as if they could not be real too, but because it is presence in the fullest sense. That is to say, it is a substantial presence by which Christ, the God-man, is wholly and entirely present. Thank you on behalf of the Lord Jesus Christ. Good. Now, think about this for a second, everybody. This is, I think, a very helpful framework. Think of someone maybe who has read an article that I wrote 20 years ago. That person is going to sense my presence, but in a very sort of mitigated way, right? They'll sense something of what I was thinking about 20 years ago. Now think of someone who's listened to an audio of me giving a talk. Well, that's a more intense sense of my presence. Now someone watches a video and they see an image of me as I talk. That's an even more intense. And then there's someone that comes in person and sees me talk. Now they're sensing the real presence of me, right? There I am. Well, so Pope Paul is saying, we have these levels of intensity of Christ's presence, but the unsurpassable one is the Eucharistic presence, really, truly, and substantially present. Okay, now I'm going to close. But, see, everybody, I wanted to lead us, and I hope it wasn't too tedious a journey, but my purpose in that was to show the consistency of this teaching. From John 6 to Paul 6, right? From the 1st century to the 20th century, the consistency of this teaching of the real presence. Okay, how can we begin to make sense of it? And again, I'll keep this brief, I promise. Here's a line from the Council of Trent that I've always loved. How does Christ become really present? How? The answer, vi verborum. Trent's Latin for by the power of the words. By the power of the words. Words. They can be descriptive. So someone says to me tomorrow, hey, what was it like at the LA Congress? Oh, it was great. I gave a talk in the arena. There were, 5,000 people there, and this happened, that happened. My words there are just describing reality, right? Reality is out there, and it's impressing itself on me, and now I'm describing it with my language. However, language can also be active and transformative, right? You're at a baseball game and the runner comes around second base and slides headfirst into third, and you're in the stands and you go, safe. Well, that's just you expressing your point of view, right? But there's an umpire in front of you on the field, deputized by the National League, who says, you're out. Well, like it or not, that runner is out, right? That language, you're out, was not just expressive or descriptive, it was transformative. It changed reality. Think of a parent who, when you were a little kid, said something that was so encouraging that it changed your whole life, that reached into your heart in such a way that you started living your life differently because of that language. That was not just descriptive language. That was creative and transformative language, right? It changed your being.